It's feeding time, and I will show you that one of our Jane, the original one, likes to attack our Pedro, the latest addition, because I think she don't like him. Did you see that? Jane again is attacking Pedro. She only does that every meal time. Look at that. She feels like she's big, which she is not. Good morning, people. Welcome back to our channel. Welcome to rainy England. So for today's video, we're gonna show you how Richard is doing this Bakki shower
I've got it working.
filtration.
I've got the thing working. Good morning, everybody, and it's Sunday dinner time here in Doncaster, and the fish are doing well. They've been on the wheat germ the last couple of weeks, and I think it's making the water a little bit cloudy. And I've decided to make my own Baky shower to replace that filter there that you can see directly in front of you. Allegedly it can cope up to 9,000 litre pond, but it's a load of rubbish. Probably a couple of thousand litres at best. It does have 11 watt UV thingy in there, but fortunately that will clip out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that out, put a couple of fish tails on it, then I can put it in line before my Baky shower. I don't fancy paying a fortune for one, so I'm going to try and make my own. So I've been to a well-known car and bicycle place this morning, beginning with H, so I think you'll all know what it is. And I've bought some 24 litre heavy duty storage containers, and I'll be honest with you, they're really thick and really good. Very impressed. I went to the other chain beginning with B and ending in Q, and their boxes were really flimsy articles. So what I'll need to do, obviously, the first two sections I'm going to have to cut a little hole in the lid just so these two can slot in slightly into the other ones, and obviously this top lid, that'll be as it is for the Baky shower. I've also been to a local aquatic spot and bought a few fittings. There's not going to be a massive flow rate going through there, only 3,000 litre per hour. So what I'm going to do is, for the holes at bottom of each section, I'm only going to put small holes in to start with, just to see what the flow rate is like, you know, through the shower. I'm probably going to put alpha grog and a bit of ceramic media in there, but I do want it to at least stay in there a few seconds before. I don't want it just draining straight through, so I'll start with small holes and then adjust it if I need to do. So the 24 litre storage containers was £8 each, so 24 quid. And I've been to my local aquatic store just to get a few fittings, and I spent just short of £17 on them. So for 41 quid I've almost got a Baky shower. Obviously I'm still going to have to pay for the media to go inside, and the pipework for the spray bar, I've actually got a little bit of that in the garage, so I shouldn't have to pay for any of that. So hopefully we'll have a nice little system for not a lot of money. Now I haven't decided whether to get it up and running before winter or whether to wait while after winter, but the filter it's replacing, obviously it's going to slow down as the temperature drops, so it's not, the bio ain't going to be working extremely well in the cold weather. So what I might do is I might actually install it before winter, and the bio balls that are in the that filter, I'll either put them in one of these sections just for winter, just to keep, you know, I don't want to, any good bacteria I want to keep, I'm not throwing it away, or it can go in the wheelie bin, the 100-litre wheelie bin filter at the back of the greenhouse. That's still got some room in there, so I could always put them in there if needs be. But as well as the jack matting that's on top of the bio balls in there, definitely not destroying any healthy bacteria. So without further ado, obviously I'm going to have to mark a little square on there and cut it out so we can interlock them. So without further ado, I'll get some stuff out at garage and crack on. See you in a bit. So I've marked around with a pen, marked it, and I've just drilled 4 little holes in the corners just so I can get my hacksaw blade in there, and I'm going to proceed to cut this little section out. Fingers crossed. Change of plan. Just realised I've got my angle grinder with a general purpose blade on there, so it's probably easier just using that for it. Obviously I can't film while I'm doing it, so I'll cut to it after I've done. As if by magic. There we go. Pop that on top of one of the and there you go. First section in. Happy days. So, a few minutes later, that's those 2 cut out, you see, look. Interlocked. There's also space in the side for degassing. Let me just, obviously that's going to be the top lid. So all I need now is to put some little holes in the bottom there so the water can trickle through each section, and obviously on this top bit we're gonna fit a spray bar. And then down at the bottom I'm going to drill 2 holes and just put 2 outlets for 2 little pipes to come out for the return to the pond. So it'll probably done and dusted in a couple of hours, and then it's just a case of getting the ordering some media, putting the media in, and then getting it installed. Laters. So that's the hole done for the inlet. Just get a brush it. Hopefully that'll screw through that. Nice tight hole. Just how we like it, eh? just on roughly for now. So then what we can do is just put a little bit of 2-inch piping in there, down pipe and fishtail, put water inlet. Happy days. I'm just going to drill the 2 outlets on the bottom section of the Bakki shower now. So as if by magic, I've just got a little piece of 3-inch piece of 2-inch piping which slots into the inlet there, 45-degree angle down pipe there, and then that's a fishtail for inlet. Obviously you've got different sizes of piping you can put on there, so I will probably go for the biggest piece. But yeah, obviously that's his inlet there. I'm going to have a little spray bar in there, and at some point I need to drill some holes in the bottom of there. Like I say, I'm only putting small holes for starters, just to see what the flow rate is. I can always increase it if I need to do, because I don't want the water just literally dropping instantly through. I want at least a little bit of retention, just so the water gets in the either the ceramic media or the alpha grog, just for a few seconds, and then let it drop through. Laters. So that's the 2 outlets drilled, same size as the inlet pipe, and I've put them in, as you can see, little threads on side. Now I forgot to get a couple of, you can get like a couple of little grill things that just slot into each one of them, just so none of media can come out of the outlet pipes into the pond. And then when it's set up and running, I can just glue some 2-inch pipe into these ones, depending on what length I need. I don't know what length I need yet until it's all set up, but just a bit of solvent on a bit of pipe, ram it in, and jobs are good. And so that's the bottom bit finished. So all I need to do now on the top section and the middle section, I need to put some holes in bottom. And like I said, I'm not going crazy with hole sizes to start with, till I know, you know, how it's going to flow through there. And obviously then we'll stick a spray bar in there. But to be honest with you, I've got an old spray bar here in the garage. I don't know if it needs cutting down or not. But you get the gist, it's going to just slide in there. And that might need some adjustments, just small holes down the side, one across the bottom and two out of the side, so hopefully it'll spray downwards and outwards as well to cover all the alpha grog stroke ceramic, whatever I go for. So on we go. So there you go guys, that's the first one. I've just dabbed on with a marker pen. I'm not perfectly measuring everything out, but it looks neat enough, that, doesn't it? So you've got the grill effect. So obviously now we can put the media in there. The water will flow through into the next section and so forth. Happy days. Bakki shower on a budget, 40 quid, eh? Would have thought it. And I tell you what, you can't see it on video, but this plastic is really thick stuff, and according to the labels on it, it's heat resistant as well, so get your St Alfred's. So there we go guys, I've just plopped that spray bar in I showed you earlier. that we use on another filter. It's quite big holes in that, so that might not be the final one, but obviously I'm just putting it in there just to show you how it works. And you can just slide it in and out, you see, look. You don't even have to permanently fasten that in. That's the top one, as you can see. Ready to rock and roll that section. I'm just halfway through doing this last one. As you can see, I've just spotted with a marker pen, but I'm just doing it visually. Not, they don't have to be exact, do they? And what I was thinking as well is, if I find that the flow rate is not strong enough, I'll just bite the bullet and I'll buy a low wattage, higher powered pump. Probably go for well, the one I'm thinking of using is 3,000 litres per hour. I've got two pumps in the pond. One's 3,000 litres, other's 3,500. So I can always up it 50-60 quid for one of those cheap Jabal ones. Chinese, I know, but I've had a few of them now, and not one of them's broken on me. So we shall see. So there we go, guys. Probably 2.5 hours. We have our nice triple section Baky shower. To go on top. I can't test it yet. That might be for another video. But you get the gist there. Triple tower Baky shower, 40 quid. Can't go wrong, can you? Just got to order some media now, and I'll post another video when it's up and operational. I'm actually going to install it probably next weekend, so that's for another day. See you later, guys. Like and subscribe.